Hey, how's it going? Just thought I'd pop on for a minute and had a few interesting things going on today that been hearing about for about the past week or so, and so I'm gonna kind of be weighing with my words here, if you know what I mean. Um, so if you've seen what was written in the caption about this, it was written like TikTok. Well, I'm kind of going with the tick part of it. As you can see, I live on a farm, big farm. We have a lot of cattle, and I'm in the industry of doing farming things. Well, this year, just like any other year, we see a lot of, bugs of all kinds. It's nothing unusual. It just happens when you're in, that's just like being in town, you're going to see traffic. It's the same thing. Well, there has been, wow, sorry. Something bit me, I thought. Just talking about it, and it's already making me paranoid. But there is something that's biting people. And I know of someone right now that's very close to my family and family members or older folks that he works for the Postal Service. And he also has a farm. And he had a creature get into his belly button and attach itself. And now he cannot eat red meat. So it's just like having some sort of just horrible cramps and sickness that he has never felt before in his life. It's just absolutely crippling sickness. So he went to the doctor, they've sent him to specialists and all kinds of stuff. And come to find out it's like a Rocky Mountain spotted fever type of thing. But it'll inhibit you from being able to eat any kind of red meat forever. If you eat it, you have to cook it only one way. Very, very, very well done. Very well done. And if you don't, these are the symptoms you're going to have. This is what you're going to have to deal with. And me, I pretty much live on red meat. But the crazy thing is it's infesting wildlife. Deer. When I mean white-tailed deer that we have here in our state of Kentucky. It's infecting just your everyday animals, cats, opossums. They eat ticks. That's what they're known for to do. And chickens, same thing, doing the same thing to that. And what I mean by same thing, that's it. So sorry I have to be so not saying much like I am, but it is what it is. Or you won't see this at all anyway. Or you might not anyway. I don't know. Hopefully you will. But be mindful when you're going out to parks with your kids, when you're going out fishing or boating, anything that you're out where you're around weeds or tall grass or even mowing your lawn. Be very careful where you're putting your, like walking with bare feet, or your children bare feet. They will get obviously in tight places, the tightest places they can. Your socks, your belly button, anything with a band on it. That's where they like to gather themselves, in the creases or folds of you. So be mindful of that when check your children every night. Check your pets. And if you can, please go get them some medicine that you can put on them, or like a treat they have, and it costs about $30 a month, but it will kill them if they're bitten by fleas or other. And so, especially if you're bringing them in the house and they're your inside pets, anything that's the inside pet, treat them. Find a way to get them treated, and be very watchful around your house and your kids, and hopefully they don't have this done. And not only is it doing it that, but when you're sitting out at night, like if you're hanging out around your patio or whatever, maybe you've got, a little fire kicked up or something like that going, and watch the little things flying at night too, that like to suck blood and all that good stuff, because it's them as well. Anything like those two things is what it's infested in. Some flies even is got it. So be very wary of where you're at and what you're doing. And if you start feeling some kind of way, go get yourself checked out. Folks, this week, the last 2 weeks, I've buried 2 wonderful friends. One gentleman, he had bladder cancer week before last for almost a year. And he was, I guess he had cancer for about a little over a year, almost right at the anniversary. And he passed away a week before last. And then I had a wonderful friend. She passed away just last Saturday before last, and was buried this past week. And she only knew just a little over 2 months. And she was just in for a regular checkup, and she started getting sick. Didn't know really what was causing it. And she had melanoma. And within 2 months, it was over. So be mindful of the sun and things as well, folks, because these things are happening. And, we've had melanoma and cancers since I can remember. But they're seeming to be more prominent these days in some things. And maybe it's just due to the fact that we're getting to that age of people like me that it's happening. But be very mindful of it, and check yourselves, and check your children, and check your pets. I would tell you that. Most definitely do that. And if you're sitting out at night, get you some kind of repellent or something, and something that really works, and try it, because you don't want that either. And folks, take care, and I'm glad that you stopped in on this video. I hope anybody stops in on this video. I don't care if you like. I don't care if you subscribe. I'd rather for you to share it if you could. Just the fact that, so it could get around to as many people that it get around to if you could. So, have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourself, and God bless. Thanks.